What up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be. Go ahead and click that subscribe button to be a part of the Witness gang, to join the Witness Nation. Let's go. Hello, you guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be.
I'm Whitney. Keep it cute and get the boot.
Your girl, as whack as she is in all her glory, was in the New York Times. All right, welcome back, you guys. Disclaimer, this platform discusses any and all information that has been made known to the public in any way. I am not a journalist. I am a commentator, okay? The information is all alleged, but the commentary is very real. But in this particular case, like I tell y'all, okay, in regards to these transcripts and things to that nature, this ain't nothing alleged about this. These are just facts. And so I'm here to say, dear Bojangles, okay. Well, in real common terms, dear Bone Jean, baby girl, you're going to get denied, okay? And we're going to go into reasons being why, okay? But first, I got to tell everybody, welcome, okay? Place your city and or state in the chat so I can see where you guys are tuning in from. Make sure you keep it cute or you will get that booed, okay? Now, as you guys may see in the chat, you have to be at least a subscriber of at least like 10 minutes if you want to pop your ish, which I get it, granted, you know, some of this may rub a few of you loonies the wrong way, but that's okay. Become a subscriber so you can pop your ish, professionally. Okay. All right. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already so you can get more content like this, okay? Like this video if you have not done so already and share so other people can get informed, okay? If you like to join this channel, you can actually visit the description box down below to join the channel, okay? All right. And if those clicks and pops get on your nerve, click the X, all right? Get your ass on mine, okay? But good morning, to everybody. If you'd like to support me, you can send me a Cashapp at WhitneyD TV87, all right? So what is going on, Whitney? What are we talking about? Okay, on the contrary, if you are not privy to, okay, your girl has been covering extensively this R. Kelly trial since me coming in to it probably a few years ago. All right. I mean, and I've been covering it extensively. Okay, extensively. All right. And this is no different. On last night, the defense dropped their response to the government's response in regards to the appeal process. Okay, if you're not privy to, catch yourself up. I have a playlist that you can catch up on. Okay, not for nothing. Okay, on last night, Bojangles slid her response in there real late in the wee hours of the night. Okay, she slid everything in there to get in before midnight. Okay, not for nothing, we read it. Okay, it was at the wee hours. I'm actually in the process of breaking that down. You guys were able to hear both pieces, the acquittal as well as the new trial. Okay, the acquittal is going to be first, and that's going to come on here briefly at 1 o'clock, which I'm going to speed this particular video up so you guys can listen in on that. It will be a replay, so it's pre-recorded. Then at about 2:30 ish, you will hear part two, which is the new trial. Okay, this is all a replay of what I read on last night. So if you miss it, don't worry. I broke it down for you guys so you won't have to listen in on a almost a 2 hour video. I broke it down, okay? But what we are here for today is because I read everything. And I'm sorry, this lady needs to quit. Okay. Not trying to be funny, no shade, no tea. Okay. I'm here to let you guys know as to why this is going to be thrown out. Because on the contrary, Bojangles did not do a due diligence of reading. Okay, she didn't. All right. She was all gangsta on Twitter and going back and forth with these Looney Tunes on there, but not paying attention to details. So I'm just going to put this information out there in the ether. Hopefully, since she be on YouTube, clearly listening to the wrong people, maybe this will get to Bojangles and this will better inform her. Okay. But before we get into that, I want to give a shout out to Come Get This Commentary. I think it's 812, A2EL 1908. Hey, honey bunches. Hey, Kwana. Hey, Shawty. Brooklyn D says, hey, beautiful Whitney. Good day, all. In the chitty chat. Good day, honey bunches. And in Lasting Impressions by Kim says, hey, Whit Boo and Chat. Hey, honey bunches. Yes. Kamiko says, hey, y'all, I'm at work, but that video title. Yes, ma'am. Okay. I'm not holding back any punches on today. Hey, Miss Karen. I'm not holding back any punches today. Okay. Because, baby girl, like somebody need to tell her just to quit. Just stop, girl. It's okay. You booked and busy. We understand. I want to play this clip real quick because, you know, us over here, we're about evidence over emotions, and we are big super sleuths over here. Okay.
What up, Witness Nation? Now, you know we're super sleuths over here. We all about the facts, evidence over emotions. Let's see what we've discovered.
Oh, wait a minute. Get the gavel out. We have a new member. So you know what that means. Y'all get prepared to drop your cookies in the chat. Let's go. Drop those cookies. Give it up for Come Get This Commentary. Remember, hey. Shouts out again to Come Get This Commentary for joining one of the greatest channel here on YouTube. Thank you for your support. I love you so very much. Y'all drop them cookies in the chat for your girl Come Get This Commentary. And I ask that you guys head on over to Come Get This Commentary as well as Come Get This Commentary too. And let her know that Whitney D of Whitney D TV sent you guys. Let's support each other. All right. So without further ado, y'all, let's get into this show, okay? Let's get into it because I'm just baffled, okay? I'm baffled by BOJEAN's response, okay? And I'm not quite sure. Don't get me lying that the government has the opportunity to respond. If I'm not mistaken, what I read is that it's really it. This is it. Now it's up to the judge to rule right or wrong, indifferent, or whatever the case may be. I don't see, and I'm reading the docket like right now, I don't see where it says that the government responds to this. I just see that the defense had until the fourth to respond. It doesn't say in thereafter, because that's what we've been reading in a lot of cases. Point exactly on the 30th when she scheduled the order after she received the defendant's 279. The judge says the government response is due by April 4th, and the defendant's reply, if any, is due April 7th. And the thing is that after this particular response, she didn't say that. Unless it's going to be updated here whenever she gathers up Bojangles' response. So I don't know. I will keep you guys abreast and keep you guys aware. As of right now, this is it. So we're waiting on the judge to rule in favor or oppose, and that is pending. Okay. However, in regards to Bojangles' sentencing, we already heard from the government, and they're like, hell no. Okay, we won't go. Okay. So with all that being said, just getting you guys abreast to everything. Okay. So Bojangles did a few things. Okay. What she did was, with the appeal, she steady stating a few things. Okay, she's stating that uh, one in particular, if I read right, along with this group that I'm in on Facebook, and y'all go ahead on over to the R. Kelly case open discussion group on Facebook. They have a good dialogue. We have a good conversation. They have a lot of information that they pour into this group. Head on over to your Facebook and join this group if you want to be abreast to it. This is what kind of keeps me informed, okay? Not for nothing. They actually were talking about this particular conversations that were going on this particular docket from Bojangles. One in particular, they're saying that she called out Azriel as being a prostitute or whatever. I'm not sure if I read that right. We kind of like went through it. However, if she did, that's why I be saying, y'all, at the end of the day, y'all keep putting your foot in your mouth. And this is no different from Bojangles. Instead of putting your foot in your mouth, miss, because if then still you want to go and say that, oh, Azriel was a prostitute, well, baby, it's illegal, okay? It's still illegal, sis. It's still illegal. And if so, your client is furthermore guilty. Like, I mean, we can't make this stuff up. Like, girl, none of this is conducive to the betterment of your client. It doesn't make your client look even more better if he in fact was messing with a prostitute. She was an underage prostitute, if you want to go there. But we already know that that's not the case. Okay, this lady is Looney Tune, that's crazy. She is a little overzealous, if you will. Okay. Then she goes on into stating again in regards to these text messages from Azriel's mom and her. At the end of the day, let me make this very clear, and I've already broke this down. You guys can head on over to my channel. I've posted this several times, and I break down the context in regards to those stupid, ridiculous text messages that didn't even come from Azriel's mother phone. Okay, let me run that back. It did not come from Azriel's mother's phone. It compensated these text messages from Azriel's phone. Kind of like he had Faith text him and all his code devices. Do we not remember that? Oh, okay. Kind of like those letters that he had, all of them fraudulently, right? Yeah, all of that was submitted in court. And they all got debunked. But they didn't go deeper into these text messages because it wasn't about the parents. So let me wrap this up in a pretty little bow for you. In regards to the text message that Bojangles brought up again, I don't care if you got Azriel signed, sealed, delivered from her parents. It was illegal because the girl was not of consenting age. And at the end of the day, it don't matter. I get emails. I mean, not emails. I get packages all the time, y'all, like for real, Amazon packages that are not addressed to me. I don't be like, oh, well, shoot, it came to my house. Let me unpackage. No, I return the sender. R. Kelly didn't do that in no way, shape, or form with any of these individuals. She then goes on to state that in this appeal that, well, Faith and Jane and all the other ones, how could he give them herpes when, you know, he was just trying to have sex with them? This idiot. Yeah, y'all, she literally says this. She says this. Well, you can't say that just because he got them over that he was trying to give them herpes. He was just trying to have sex with them. Okay, you idiot. So again, you're saying that he did have underage sex with the likes of Azriel. Okay. And then you're saying that he also did have sex with Faith. Baby girl, what you're missing is that it's illegal for one to have sex with a child underage. That's not a consenting adult, for one. And then for two, you can't give STDs, STIs to people without their consent. Girl, throw the whole lady away. Can we just throw her away? Throw Bojangles completely away. Because at the end of the day, she's actually saying that my client, yes, he did all this stuff, but, and she sounds like a lot of these disgruntled ass YouTubers, okay? So I want you guys to listen to this clip, okay? It's roughly, let me look at it. It's 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Y'all, the date of this particular video dates back to when he just got Canic the Mechanic, okay? Everybody was going, oh, yeah, Canic Mechanic, crazy, right? This was back then when he transitions with attorney. I want y'all to hear from this attorney how he talks, okay? And we're going to talk, and then I'm going to wrap everything up because it's very short and sweet, okay? I wanted to point out some things as I transition. Check this out.
Impossible to escape his celebrity. It's impossible to get away from the idea of who he is and what's going on here. Federal voir dire is very different from jurisdiction to jurisdiction, state to state, and oftentimes much more restrictive. So the judge in federal court has a lot of discretion over, this is my court, I'm going to run it this way. And while normally in a solid jury selection, you're trying to pre-charge that jury with the issues you want them to fall on your side with, in this case, we're probably going to have a shortened schedule. Judge wants to get this done. They're going to keep it really tight to prevent appellate issues, because anytime you're trying a major case like this, foreclosing appellate avenues through a messy voir dire is tops on the mind of the prosecution. I echo what Walter said about how much work this new crew is putting in. It's basically shutting down your practice to prepare for one trial that's coming up. You need to dedicate that time and planning. There's a voluminous amount of documents to just get to consume, to figure out how they work together along with the testimony, that while you have a good idea what people are going to say, you got to be ready for what really comes out and bites you in trial. Setting this up is a terrifying experience when you've got lots of time. Switching horses midstream and then jumping them in, wow. I would love to have known what the conversation was when he terminated his prior counsel, because very often that reflects the status of the case more than anything else.
Right. You know, and he seemed to have a really good rapport with them. It was kind of out of nowhere. And I think it seems like, sort of reading between the lines, or it seems like he may be a difficult client to deal with.
Okay, so with that clip, if you missed it, run it back. But I'm trying to get everything out before we get ready to hear this reading of the official transcript, okay? Okay, it was a few things that I hope you guys paid attention to. First and foremost, okay, Bojangles said this in her appeal request or whatever for a new trial because of, oh my God, people saw the docu-series, right? Okay, first and foremost, like he said in the clip, it was impossible. It's impossible to escape this man's celebrity. You are bound to hear something about his offenses and what he went through. The judge and the attorneys, even his, did a due diligence of making sure that nobody was able to hinder this process, okay? So much so, okay, that this fool, boom. That looks like R. Kelly to me. And it looks like that he's ready to engage and do a due diligence of what he needs to do in regards of what it's going to take. And I mean that by saying that he looks like he's there. In Bojangles' appeal, he stated he was a bystander. He had nothing to do with picking the jury. And I'm like, what? I don't remember that, sis. Yeah. See, I remember stuff like this. R. Kelly to judge in Chicago case. Okay, McMillan's evidence jury might be anti-LGBTQ. What's this? Yeah, y'all. This is the document in which it states by electing filing. This is okay. Counsel for Mr. Kelly respectfully submits the following list of additional questions they would like the court to ask prospective jurors during voir dire. His counsel was present. They were aware. They were able to stop situations. They were asking questions. They were involved. Okay. And Bojangles in her response was saying, well, just because they were asking questions don't mean the right ones. No. You see, even the judge said, you can't lose and then come back and be like, well, we want to try it again. It don't work that way. Yeah, it just don't work that way. Let's go on to when she was stating about scheduling as to the reason why that she needed a new trial. How many of you guys heard him say, it's like you have to literally shut down your practice and dedicate your time and attention to this case? Well, in her request to get an extension in the sentencing, we heard her say, oh yeah, I got this case I gotta do with Bill Cosby, so I really need a little more time. I need a little more time to be able to gather myself, to give him everything in me, to be able to dedicate my time in regards to girl, bye. This is what you do. But see, this is not what you do, Bojangles, because you're used to state. Yeah, baby, you're in the big leagues now. Okay, yeah, this is federal, Bookie. Yeah, so you're probably in way over your head because as you heard this attorney say, baby, this is what we do. This is what you do. See, if you were on the level of Fed, see, they got time. Yeah, they got attorneys on top of attorneys that can take 4 or 5 years to focus on one particular case. Baby, we know, girl, you booked and busy. You got Bill Cosby. You got all these other people that you got to focus on. So you're not really able to focus on R. Kelly. Baby girl, just go ahead and put your leave in. Let somebody handle this. And for her to sit up here and say on Twitter, I remember seeing a post in that group, oh, it's just copy paste. She did it too. Kettle, meat pot. Yeah. That last part that she put out there. Let me go to it. Okay, because she didn't change nothing up. Okay, she changed nothing up. The part where she's submitting for the new trial, defendant is entitled to a new trial where one of his trial attorneys labored under a disabling conflict of interest as a result of her simultaneously representation of the defendant government star witness Jane. Baby, y'all know what she did? Let me show y'all what she did. Let me share my screen. Let me show you what she did. Okay, what ball changes did. Okay, while she talking about copy and paste with the people online, she did the same thing here. She literally repeated and regurgitated her original settlement. Defendant rests largely on his argument contained in his opening memorandum of law. Defendant was denied his constitutional guarantee of conflict-free counsel when his attorney labored under a conflict. Girl, we heard this, sis. You're not going to give no more details, but you want to sit up here and talk about copy and pasting when it comes to the government. Bojangles, sis, where I don't think that you are a bad attorney, I just feel like that you were ill-equipped when it comes to the likes of this particular case. I don't believe that she thoroughly read. She even states herself when she asked for her first extension that she needed more time because it was 5,000 um 5,000 documents when it comes to the transcripts. Yeah, see here on YouTube, we read all the transcripts. We had time, blood, but we know you booked and busy, so you couldn't do it. And you laughed and mocked the fact of the matter that the government was trying to put out all the transcripts and clippings of it. Yeah, you laughed and mocked at it. You should have read it. You should have read it, sis, because you would have known a lot of stuff that you're bringing up was false. A lot of stuff that you brought up was reflected in the transcripts, but you didn't have time. You didn't read. You felt like it was overzealous. You felt like a lot of it was copyist. But they were trying to make sure that they were thorough and in detail to let you know the stuff that you missed, the areas in which you missed. This is federal. That's why I don't think people understand. They don't really error like that. They don't have to. They got time to thoroughly go through their evidence, to thoroughly go through documents. They will spend a length of years focusing down on one individual, focusing down on one piece of evidence and dissecting that. You really think that they're going to put out some freaking text messages that shows coercion, enticement on a parent and not call that parent out? Although, on the contrary, it wasn't reflective of the parents in this trial. You want to know why, people? Here's a smoking gun. Because I didn't find anything. Let me tell you the reason why. If they found something in regards to the parents, that they would have put them out. Chicago. You know who's on trial? The land fair. You want to know why? They have receipts that the parents were accepting money, was lying on the stand. All of that was found to be a series of strenuous evidence pertaining to the parents. They did not find that when it came to this situation. Fine and dandy. Y'all want to do this hate train towards his parents, but make sure you have evidence to back that up. Not because you don't like them, not because you had your bad encounters with them. Evidence over emotions. Get your feelings out of the clouds and show me facts. Not no text messages that didn't even come from a parent's phone, but came from a person that was involved with this psycho. But nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about how these text messages were not received from Azriel's mother. We're talking about just the text messages. But see, I go about all context and thorough information. And if Bojangles would have been thorough and went through these transcripts on both sides, not just the defenses, and not picking and choosing what the prosecution submitted as far as evidence, she would have known that half her argument will be denied. It's going to be denied. First and foremost, a lot of your stuff that you were saying made no sense in your original appeal argument. A lot of this stuff that you're saying was taken care of in pre-trials, ma'am. And then let's get into you wanting to push back the sentencing. First and foremost, you stated that his constitutional right would be messed with. And the government knocked that down because they said, baby girl, we can just seal these documents. Then you want to say, well, I don't have time. Baby girl, this is what you do when you're in the big league. See, this is the reason why your other appeal with Rayner got denied, sweetie. And you want to say that it's injustice. No, it's not. You're not paying attention, ma'am. She goes on in this appeal, which you guys are going to hear within the next 15 minutes whenever it goes live. She goes in appeal and she tries to put this black man cape on. You guys are using case laws that you guys didn't use on the white man. You might as well bring back these case laws against these white men that got away, just throwing everything to the wall. But I thought you were against the Me Too movement, huh, Jangles? That's what you brought up in your appeal. Mm-hmm. So now you want to throw that out there, right? Let's stand for the black man, right? Which one is this? Sis? Hmm. Sounds to me, to wrap this up in a little pretty little bow, sounds to me that she got way in over her head. Just like when Panic and all them came in, they had to deal with the overwhelming response of evidence and all that nature. And then they did the best that they could. I'm not taking anything from Bojangles as an attorney. I believe that, you know what I'm saying, she's good at what she does. I just feel like that she got way in over her head. She didn't have the time to properly educate herself in regards to this case. I feel as though the people that are feeding her information are being biased and they're not being truthful. Exactly, Queen Keish. People are failing to realize that Epstein, Harvey Weinstein are men that got convicted of their crimes and were able to pay the crime. In regards to Weinstein, of course, Epstein got off the self allegedly. Mm-hmm. But these white men that you're saying they are not being held accountable are. They're doing their time. They are paying their fines, and they're going on back their way. It's only us Negroes that won't let justice be served. So at the very end of the day, this is going to be denied, unfortunately, because Vaughn Jean is not doing a due diligence of properly educating herself about this case, about what happened in trial, what didn't happen in trial, because of a lot of stuff that she is putting in these documents have already been addressed. They've already literally been addressed. Pre-trial and in the response to the government. But again, you trying to be funny and say, oh, it's just overzealous and blah, blah, blah. Well, I mean, sis, you should have paid attention to it. Because clearly you wasn't privy to a lot of the information. So, no shade, no tea. I just say quit. Greenberg did. He knew he wasn't going to win. And he set you up for failure, sis. Shame on him. Not trying to be funny. This is not a win for the defense. It's not. If they allow government to come back and respond, oh my God. Oh my God. But low key, if I was her, I would just want the judge to go ahead and rule on it. Child, just go ahead, baby. Just rule on it. Let's go to Illinois because, child, if the government responds to this, Mom Like Love says she be gone soon. I think so too. I don't even deny. I don't even. I believe that too. I believe that too. And like I said, I'm not taking the fact of the matter that she's a good attorney. I just feel as though she thought that this situation was going to be something like fate, and it's not. It's not. So I think that she just need to call her quit, because at the end of the day, if she loses this, when she loses this, it's not going to be a good look for her. Now, and I just pinned the next video that's going to happen in 10 minutes. If you guys weren't able to listen in on last night, or you just want to refresh or whatever, I'm going to read all of the defense's response uh, to the government's opposition of the acquittal here next, and then later on the new trial. But I don't think he can, Queen Keish. I think it's over. I mean, he done been convicted. He can't take a plea deal. He can drop his appeal, but he can't take a plea deal at this thing. He's been convicted. He's been found guilty. If anything, he should just go with the process. Going on with the process, try to get a lesser term, probably, if anything, plea in Illinois, but this is over. And I don't think people quite get that. It's done, y'all. It's done. He's been found guilty. So I don't know. You know? But anyways, y'all, let me drop this video one more again, okay, before we get on up out of here, okay?
Impossible to escape this celebrity. It's impossible to get away from the idea of who he is and what's going on here. Federal voir dire is very different from jurisdiction to jurisdiction, state to state, and oftentimes much more restrictive. So the judge in federal court has a lot of discretion over, this is my court, I'm going to run it this way. And while normally in a solid jury selection, you're trying to pre-charge that jury with the issues you want them to fall on your side with, in this case, we're probably going to have a shortened schedule. Judge wants to get this done. They're going to keep it really tight to prevent appellate issues, because anytime you're trying a major case like this, foreclosing appellate avenues through a messy voir dire is tops on the mind of the prosecution. I echo what Walter said about how much work this new crew is putting in. It's basically shutting down your practice to prepare for one trial that's coming up. You need to dedicate that time and planning. There's a voluminous amount of documents to just get to consume, to figure out how they work together along with the testimony, that while you have a good idea what people are going to say, you got to be ready for what really comes out and bites you in trial. Setting this up is a terrifying experience when you've got lots of time. Switching horses midstream and then jumping them in, wow. I would love to have known what the conversation was when he terminated his prior counsel, because very often that reflects the status of the case more than anything else.
Right. You know, and he seemed to have a really good rapport with them. It was kind of out of nowhere. And I think it seems like, sort of reading between the lines, or it seems like he may be a difficult client to deal with.
And I wanted to get on that last part. It's R.Kelly. It's R.Kelly at the end of the day. Did you hear that? He switched up mid-thing, and that's the same as he did with BOJEAN. Y'all, what did he do? He dropped his original counsel to bring in BOJEAN. That's why I say I'm not trying to be funny towards her at all. I do believe that she's an excellent state's attorney. But this is federal, for one, and for two, she came in to kind of gather up everything, and she's overwhelmed. Period. And what it say? It tells you about the client. Maybe he is somebody difficult to deal with. Greenberg even said that. Hey, James. I love me some James Harris, man. He be speaking nothing but the facts. Okay, he don't be dealing with the deflection of it all. Shouts out to you, James. But yeah, Yes, yes, yes. It is R. Kelly at the end of the day. Okay? Throwing this lady in this situation, telling her all this craziness, and she's trying to figure everything out. I advise her just to leave it alone. Leave it alone, Bojangles. How about you quit? Okay? You're in way over your head. This is not a this is not an injustice. Okay? The man is guilty. Guilty, 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 guilty. Period. Okay? Not injustice. I don't know why people keep saying that. All right? It's okay to pay attention to defense, but you gotta pay attention to the government as well. And they broke down everything so eloquently. And because she felt like it was number case laws, on the contrary, it was testimony in there that you clearly wasn't privy to because you booked in big. So I'm just curious to see if she's gonna hang in there for the long haul. I mean, I think now it's up to the judge. Now we got until Thursday to hear back from her in response to what the government said about the pushing of the sentencing. Like I told y'all, the government was like, hell no, nope, we're not waiting. Mm-mm. So now she has the opportunity to respond. I don't think that the government can respond to her at this point in regards to the appeal. I think it's over. And now it's in Judge Donnelly's hands. Okay, if anything changes, I will let you guys know. But just to wrap this up so we can go on into listening in on the transcript. Y'all stop being distracted. Okay? People have been going on this Hobo tour in regards to these text messages and talking about Azrael and stuff like that. This whole case does not revolve around the Clary. It just don't. There's other people involved in this case. Yes, this was their star witness, so I get it. However, that was sent to be a distraction because it has nothing to do with anything. So, without further ado, you guys, I just wanted to give my 2 cents as to why this is going to be denied. All of the motions. Okay, you hear me? I'm not just talking about the appeal. I'm talking about the system. It's going to be denied all across the board. So Jane was not able to do a due diligence of being having all of the information pertaining to this trial. Okay, so that's that on that, you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in for another episode of R. Kelly Tales. Up next, you guys, if you guys look at the pinned post, I am about to read. This is actually a replay. I'm about to read her response to the government in regards to the acquittal. And then up next after that, I will be reading the response to the new trial by BOJEAN. Okay, so you guys stay tuned for that. Literally after I end this one, the next one will be playing. So I hopefully will see you guys in the chat over there. Okay, not for nothing, you guys. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. While you're there, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Again, shouts out to Come Get This Commentary.
So, Whitney Davis, or should I say, the Whitney Davis. What you got to say about that?
He's real.
Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side.
Day we hustle, but the night we
Know that they ride or die. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side.
What you're talking about? Why are you guys keeping me?
Know that they ride or die. My name
Going
came
down
up
in
like
history.
sound. More when I was not around. Certain people that I know they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot, it sounds.
Y'all killing me with this. I can't help here. I'm
Robert.
fucking real. You're killing me, man. This ain't not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment.
Man, y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me. Y'all trying to kill me. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with killing me, man. Trying to kill me. Killing me, man. Trying to kill me. Y'all wanna believe it? Trying to kill me. Killing me, man. Trying to kill me. I hope this camera keep going. Stupid R.KELLY. Fight for my life. Stupid R.KELLY. Do it. Stupid R.KELLY. Fight for my life. Stupid R.KELLY. Do it.
Hi, my name is Whitney D of WhitneyD TV, mother, daughter, wife, and entrepreneur. And oh, by the way, if you hadn't noticed, I have a lazy eye. Welcome to my lazy journey.
What up, you guys? Whitney D here of WhitneyD TV, and we have merch! Check it out in the description box down below. What up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be. And I mean that. Don't be. Go ahead and click that subscribe button to be a part of the Witness gang, to join the Witness Nation. Now, I am here to let you guys know we are now accepting members. Let me stop stunning. We've been accepting members, but I'm here to tell you more information about the memberships, okay? It's just better here. Why not become a member and support your girl on a month-to-month basis, okay? Now, we have 4 different tiers that you can choose from. They'll probably be somewhere over here, okay? Not for nothing, we have Out of the Bushes for $1.99 a month, okay? And then you can become a Witness member. $3.99 a month. You can't beat that, okay? Now, if you want to take it up a notch and become a Witness gang member, just $9.99 a month, okay? Now, I see you. You want to go even further. That's great, okay? Become a Witness Nation member at $19.99. Okay, now all these proceeds go back into the channel, okay? I pride myself on doing due diligence to give you guys best quality product and content, okay? So if you love what you see here on WhitneyD TV and you want to keep it going, make sure you become a member like right now. Like today, like go do it now, okay? Comes with a lot of different perks like members only chats and member only videos and getting updates and exclusive information before anybody does, okay? So what are you waiting for? Go become a member like now. Like right now. Duh. Bye.
I'm Whitney. Keep it cute and get the boot.